Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that away and hope you have a corner who can stand up man-to-man against his speed guy on the perimeter.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw is Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be #1.
It should be #1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. To try again after the sack, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way. I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Jackson on first down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Dobbins. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs.
Touchdown! Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. They go play action. Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
7 yards the pickup there. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. On second down now, Dobbins. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. That one is caught by Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, as the first half is winding down.
And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 10.
Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Jackson now.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. Pushes him over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On the handoff, Edwards. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Browns drive about to get started.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Mayfield on 1st down.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mayfield with it once more. Flush to his right.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all set.
A gain of 15. And the Browns 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Chubb on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Mayfield. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Rashard Higgins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
On the return is Duvernay. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jackson from the shotgun.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's got the 1st, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Browns 42, Ravens 28.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Oh, the return is Duvernay. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Man, that's trash. Hey, Ozzy, shut. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Jackson to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Throwing, Jackson. First down and more for Jackson. And he's going to have a first down as he stops the clock with 12 seconds left to play.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Jackson.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He was looking for Rashad Bateman there,
but it'll be 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.